I just quit my job of 5 years in Tokyo, Japan. So for those who don't know, my name is Sarah and I moved to Tokyo in 2020 and got a full-time job working in inbound tourism for a company called Tokyo Creative. My role started off pretty traditionally. I was just working with clients, doing emails, all that really normal office standard stuff, except for one thing where I got to appear in videos and travel across the country to promote Japan to the entire world. Not to mention working with some of the best YouTubers, Instagrammers, creators in the industry. Pretty cool job, right? I know a lot of you discovered me at first through my work on Tokyo Creative, and you've been supporting me and following me on this journey this entire time, and you might be wondering why I haven't been appearing in the videos as much lately. So let's chat about it a bit. There's the train. I really started to reflect on what I wanted to do in my life. I am turning 30 really soon. I'm gonna be a real adult. That's scary. And I was like, do I want a new role at a different company? Do I want to do content full time? Or do I just leave Japan and start fresh in a new country? Or go back to Australia? But who am I kidding? I can't leave my favorite salted rice bowl behind. I love this so much. And you bet I spent months thinking about my decision. Literal months. And as a reference, it has taken me about an hour once to decide what shampoo and conditioner I buy at the pharmacy in Japan. So some people might call me a little indecisive. So yeah, I did have a big think about this. You might have already guessed it, but I want to pursue content creation full time and follow my dreams. But before jumping into a huge decision like that, that's kind of crazy. Maybe not crazy. To me it is. I had to weigh the pros and cons between an office job and content creation because they're very different. One of the biggest things to consider is that income with an office job is really great. It's stable, it's consistent. But with content creation, I don't know what I'm gonna earn every month because ad revenue changes, sponsors change. Maybe I won't even be able to buy my favorite vending machine drink if things don't go too well. It's sold out anyway, so it doesn't matter how much money I have. One of the other major differences is that an office job gives you a lot of stability and a regular lifestyle, whereas as a content creator, every day is different. And that's one of the best things I find because I don't like doing the same thing in and out, but I do like having a bit of a consistent routine where at an office job, you'll have a manager or someone telling you what to do, but as a content creator, you are your own boss, and that can be a double-edged sword because today I didn't feel like working, but tomorrow I work all day until like 1 a.m. I was actually on the hunt for some cherry blossoms and I finally stumbled across some. They're definitely the early blooming variety. And look at the backdrop. Shinjuku. I think that is the Tokyo Metropolitan Building. Don't you love the sounds of Tokyo? Trains, sirens, two common ones. Another thing I was considering is the career perspectives. Of course, being in an office job, you can kind of switch between roles, move companies, always increase your salary that way, and it's a steady increase. However, with content creation, my career only lasts as long as everything does well, and it depends on what's trending, my popularity. There's a lot of factors, as well as probably my youth, which, you know, it's a little scary. I gotta stay relevant, cool. That's just something that comes with the territory. It's part of the job. So I don't know how long you can really do this for. And people's popularity kind of comes in waves. So that's another big thing I have at the back of my mind. As a foreign resident in Japan, I of course need to have a valid visa, and that is something that plays a huge role in my decision-making process here because I can't just quit and go freelance with YouTube. I need a company to sponsor that. Now, finding a company to do that is pretty hard. There are places out there, so that's something that you might not be aware of. You can't just do whatever you want. You have to be under the right visa, designated terms. and fulfill all the requirements. That is no easy hurdle, especially if you're not a huge creator with 1 million subscribers or 500,000. I'm still a very micro, small creator by comparison to a lot of the people doing this full time. I got myself another onigiri from a yummy looking local shop, and it's not just plain rice this time. This might be even better. It has ginger in here. Naturally, over 5 years, a lot has changed for myself as well as for the company I worked at. The people are different, the goals are different, and I just found myself in a position where I felt like it was time for me to try something new. And while that's a little scary, I think growth comes from putting yourself outside of your comfort zone. That's why I'm going to chase my dreams and do something completely different. Well, not completely, but a little more thrown in the deep end, I'd say. I want to take this opportunity to reflect on what it was like working in my mid-20s for 5 years in Tokyo and keep this moment in time forever. And hopefully this is some kind of reference to any of you out there who are trying to figure out what the hell they're doing in their 20s. Honestly speaking though, taking this job in Japan was life-changing to say the least. I am so happy I took a risk and went with my dream to get a job here because I made so many friends, lifelong friends, life-changing experiences, grew as a person. I was at times struggling a lot with the really tough Japanese business culture side of things, which isn't something that I talked about too much, but I am a foreigner in a foreign country and a place that's very homogenous, has really strict traditional Japanese business norms. So there were definitely moments where I struggled, but I am really proud of myself for persevering, and that's something if you are also considering living abroad, especially in a place like Japan, you need to be prepared for tough situations. But for me, I'm glad I tried my best because without that, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I'm really sad and very emotional that this is all coming to an end. There have been teary moments, but ultimately, I'm just very happy and grateful that I even got to ride this wild roller coaster. My biggest takeaway though is if you are going to move abroad, try and get that job, stick with it, just be open to learning about yourself as well as the country, especially Japan, if you plan to come here, because that will ultimately be the reason why you succeed or fail, I think. So keep an open mind, try your best, and don't give up. That's my advice. I should write a book. Maybe it's not that good. It's pretty generic. Yeah. Positivity. Stay positive, people. So you might be wondering what's next for me, and turns out my little side hustle that I did after my 9-to-5 job making reels, doing YouTube, is actually a career I can pursue. I actually received an offer to do content full time, and I'm gonna do it. I'm so nervous, excited, but deep down I know that even if it's something really hard, I think I'd rather try and fail rather than regret not doing it in the first place. That is my mentality for everything in life. That is why I'm even sitting here recording this video, why I even started this YouTube channel, because I wanted to just give it a go. And if it doesn't work out, that's fine, because I tried my best. I'm gonna update you guys very soon on what's happening. This has been a bit of a whirlwind, even though it has taken so long to really come to fruition. I am so excited for the future, and I will be talking to you very soon. Thank you so much to all my patrons who have supported me on this journey. Of course, everyone who has been here since the very beginning, the middle, even just tuning in now. I couldn't be here without your support. So, めっちゃありがとうございます. Thank you so much, and I'm gonna do my best. Make you all proud. Most importantly, I'm gonna make myself proud. So, yeah, okay.